Good morning, students. Welcome to Silver Bells Mansarovar Online Education. Myself Vinod Trivedi. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 13, Manufacturing Industries. In a previous video, we discussed about the industry level of India and how was our trade in past time. And now we are going to discuss about classification of industries. Classification is needed because by doing classification we can understand this is small scale industry or large scale industry and many more information we can have. So let us start to try to understand about classification of industries. Industries are divided on the basis of human labor, ownership, and the source of raw material. Okay, so industries are divided on basis of human labor. How many people who are working there? Ownership. Okay, and ownership it means maliki. This source of raw material. Okay, there are different type of industries. Okay, agro based, mineral based. So depend on its raw material. Okay, we can classify also. क्लासीफाई का मतलब बेटा क्या होता है? पृथक्करण करना, विभाजित करते हैं. On the basis of human labor, the industry can be divided as small scale and large scale industries. Okay, by seeing that how many people they are working in particular industries. So if there are number of people who are working in any industry, so we can say it is a large scale. Okay, because that company or industry gives employment to many people. But suppose some are small, okay, where less people they are working. Okay, so they are called a small scale industry. Those industries where more employment is available is known as large scale industry. Okay, maybe you have a question. Okay, what is large scale industry? So those industries where more employment is available is known as large scale industry. Example, cotton, textile industry. When an industry is under the direction of individuals ownership and the number of labor is also less, it is called small scale industry. Example, sugar, khand sari industry. Okay, so in some industry there are number of labors or many other people are needed. Okay, so such industries are called large scale, and sometime only one owner and some other people manages any industry, which is called small scale industry. Okay, an example also given. Then beside this, industry can be classified as private, public, collaborative, and cooperative groups. So industry can be classified in many ways. Okay, on the basis of source of raw material, the industries can be classified into agro-based industries and mineral-based industry, as I told. Okay, so there are different parameter of classification. Okay, by seeing human labor, how many they are working, then the industries is private or public or collaborative or and cooperative. This is also one parameter of classification. And even by seeing the raw material. Okay, so by this way we can do classification of any industry. Now let us start first agro based industry. Okay, classification agro based industry. So this is what on base of raw material: cotton, textile, jute, silk, woolen, textile, sugar, paper, etc. are industry based on raw material obtained from activity based on agriculture. So what is actually agro based industries otherwise? Directly it is connected with nature. Okay, and suppose cotton, textile, jute, silk, woolen, textile, sugar, paper, that industry is based on raw material, and that raw material comes from nature directly. Okay, in the sense, by doing agricultural activity we can have the raw material. Okay, for running textile industry we need what? Cotton. So how can we get cotton? By doing agriculture. So that is why such industries are called agro based. Okay, now then the first one is we are discussing a garment industry has important place in the industrial economy of India. This industry provide employment to about 3.5 crore people. Textile industry is the industry which provides maximum employment in the country. India holds second rank after China in the export of cotton textile. It is the main industry from production and employment point of view. So this is uh, uh, clear about it, that very true that 3.5 crore people they are getting their employment from textile textile industries. Okay, and we have second rank after China. Okay, as a exporter. First cotton mill was established in Mumbai. Thereafter, Shahpur mills and calico mills were established in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. In the initial years, the cotton textile mill were established in Mumbai and Ahmedabad. These mills were established due to cheap cotton availability of labor, transport facility, ports for export, and favorable market. Okay, so what were the reasons for establishing textile industries in suppose Mumbai or Ahmedabad? So that are the reason. Okay, because we have agriculture favorable land, so we can have cotton, okay, at a very reasonable price. Okay, so this is good factor for textile industries. Instead of that, we in India we can get, okay, cheap labor also, and we have a facility of port and all that. So by this way we can export uh, whatever production we are making, we can export in other countries also. So this is the reason. Today cotton textile mills are located in about 100 cities of the country. Main traditional and important centers at present are Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Bhiwandi, Solapur, Kolhapur, Nagpur, Indore, and Ujjain. But even though there are main traditional important centers are that, okay, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Bhiwandi, Solapur, Kolhapur, Nagpur, Indore, and Ujjain. There are more mills in Mumbai, in Maharashtra, hence it is also called cotton, cottonopolis of India. The industry is also established at Pune, Kolhapur, Aurangabad, Jalgaon city. In Gujarat, Ahmedabad is called as a Manchester of the East or denim city of India. So in Gujarat, Ahmedabad is called Manchester. Make sure. Okay. Then beside cities like Vadodara, Kalol, Bharuch, Surat, Porbandar, Bhavnagar, Rajkot, etc. are also included. Coimbatore is the main center of Tamil Nadu. Chennai, Madurai cities are also included. Main center in Uttar Pradesh are Kanpur, Etawah, Agra, Lucknow, etc. Indore, Gwalior, Ujjain, and Devdas are main centers of these industries in Madhya Pradesh. In West Bengal, Kolkata, Howrah, Murshidabad are major centers. Cotton textile industry was set up also in Rajasthan, Punjab, and Haryana. Extensive market center, transportation, banks, and electricity have contributed considerably in decentralization of this industry. Students, what you supposed to keep in your mind from this para? So this is the main, okay. Maharashtra, it is called as a Cottonopolis in India, even though in Gujarat, Ahmedabad is called Manchester of the East or Denim City of India, okay. And the centers where textile industry has been established. Even though what is needed, main thing is this, okay. What is favorable factors for growing textile industries? So extensive market centers, transportation, banks and electricity have contributed considerably in decentralization of this industry, okay. So that are the main requirement, okay, for industrial textile industries, industrial development. Even though raw material and cheap labor are also needed for it. Then next, today cotton textile industry is facing tough competition due to the factor like inadequate supply of best variety of cotton, use of old machinery, irregular electricity supply, competition from artificial fiber cloth in the market, and keen competition in global markets. So earlier the situation was so good of India in a textile market, but even though in this scenario India is also facing some problem for textile industries, and these are what: inadequate supply of best variety of cotton, okay. We do not have good quality of the cotton, okay, because of there are different reasons, okay. Less of knowledge of farmers also, otherwise they do not have good facility, okay. That are the reasons. So that is why they cannot give good quality cotton to the industries. And suppose a textile industry does not get good quality cotton, then it cannot produce good textile materials. Then old machinery, even though nowadays digitalization is there, so with comparing other country, we do not have same technology also. Electric supply is also a major problem for some states. Not in Gujarat we do not have such a problem, but even though this is also questionable things for some in some states. And competition of artificial fiber, okay. Suppose some artificial fiber is uh, sometimes it is good because of toughness and durability of artificial fiber is good with comparing natural cotton. And keen competition in global market. And nowadays wherever, suppose Canada and Australia and all, they have a favorable land, so they have also started, even South Africa and everywhere where cotton can be grown, the favorability for cotton crop. So such a country, they have also started their own production and all. So this is main challenging situation for textile industries. Nowadays India export cotton textile cloth to Russia, United Kingdom, United States of America, Sudan, Nepal, Australia, France, and South African countries. But where we can export our material, so India export cotton textile cloth to Russia, United Kingdom, United States of America, Sudan, Nepal, Australia, France, and South African countries. Okay, student. Now, discussing silk textile industry. Silk production has a long tradition. After China, India ranks second in the world in silk production. In India, four types of silk are produced. These are mulberry, eri, tasar, and muga. There are four types of. Okay, students, keep this in mind. Okay, I am putting underline over here. Yes. Then today there are about 300 silk weaving mills in India. How many? 300. Then Major states producing silk are Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, and Jammu and Kashmir. Silk clothes are exported to Europe, Africa, and Gulf countries. Okay, where silk clothes are exported Europe, Africa, and Gulf country. Besides, these are also exported to Germany, Singapore, USA, Kuwait, Malaysia, and Russia. In international market, Indian silk is facing tough competition from China. Okay, in international market, we have one another challenges with China. Okay. Now, students, you can see a cotton textile industries wherever black mark has been given. Okay, then blue a woolen textile industry, and pink, okay, where silk textile industry is there. Okay, you see properly the map, and it will be asked in examination. Okay, now, okay, now woolen textile industries. As a cottage industry, the history of woolen textile industry is very old. Maximum woolen textile mills are in Punjab, where maximum woolen textile in Punjab. Next come Maharashtra, then Maharashtra. There are woolen textile mill in Uttar Pradesh also. Ahmedabad and Jamnagar in Gujarat are center of woolen clothes. Other major centers are Bikaner and Jaipur in Rajasthan, Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir, and Bangalore in Karnataka. India also produced woolen carpets. Woolen clothes is exported to America, Canada, Germany, France, Russia, etc. Okay, so we can say maximum woolen textile mills are where in Punjab and then Maharashtra, and remaining, okay, they are found in also Gujarat. There are some centers, Ahmedabad, Jamnagar, okay, other in Bikaner and Jaipur, Rajasthan, Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir, Bangalore in Karnataka. So there are some other places, okay, they are asked in the exam. So pay attention properly about it. Now next, synthetic textile industry. The cloth made from synthetic fiber made by men is strong, durable, and does not retain wrinkles. Hence, this industry has developed very much. Okay, so comparative textile industry means cotton industry, synthetic textile industry getting higher growth. What are the reason? The cloth made from synthetic fiber made by man is strong, durable, it means टकाऊ, and does not retain wrinkles. Okay, उसमें wrinkles नहीं हो जाते. Hence, this industry has developed very much. The cotton fibers are mixed with synthetic fiber to get mixed variety of cloth. Okay, so cotton fibers and synthetic fibers are mixed up to get good variety of clothes. Okay, we have both properties in this kind of cloth. Main producer of these industries are Kerala, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, etc. Other centers are Surat, Kanpur, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Chennai, and Modinagar, etc. So there are the places, okay, where mills mills have been established. Students, we are keeping this video till here. Thank you. Have a nice day.